Yo, what's good YouTube? Zamcrow here. Back with the Pokemon Battle Federation, Season 6, Week number 1, and we're taking on the San Diego Snorlax, coached by Snorlaxes, aka Corey, who has a very threatening squad. Let's just talk about it for a minute. Battle Bond Greninja, Landorus Therian, Z-Crystal eligible, Mega Venusaur, Sylveon, Victini, Registeel, Gengar, Terrakion, Vikavolt, Goodra, and Porygon 2. So he's got Battle Bond Greninja and Landorus Therian, two pretty powerful mons in the format. Victini as well. Mega Venusaur is a bitch to kill. Same thing for Porygon 2 and Goodra, unless you have like certain mons. My opponent's got pretty good speed tiers, pretty good offense, backed with some solid defense, which makes for an interesting matchup. I don't think either of us have a huge advantage. I think both of our teams are pretty powerful, and we both have a pretty good matchup. My team, as always, is Celesteela with the Z-Crystal eligibility, Mega Charizard X, Clefable, Crocodile, Suicune, Delmize, Jolteon, Hitmonlee, Mesprit, Swellow, and Protein Greninja. And this week, we're going to be bringing our Greninja, captain of the team, Weston, Mr. Weston, Shiny Greninja here, with the Focus Sash, Taunt, Spikes, Surf Beam, and Ice. Surf Beam and Ice. It's 6:43 a.m. for me, excuse me. Surf and Ice Beam. So we got Max, special attack and speed to speed tie with his Greninja pre-Battle Bond. And for maximum damage output, obviously. This thing can Revenge Kill Landorus Therian, Victini, Gengar, Terrakion, and a few other things as well. So like Goodra can take Goodra out if it's not AV with the Ice Beam, and can Revenge Kill a lot of other weakened things as well. The taunt specifically for the Registeel Porygon 2 can work for others as well though, but it's more of a situational or circumstantial kind of move. I'm not going to click taunt on a Landorus that I could just click Ice Beam on and knock him out. Taunt's there for maybe preventing Sylveon from throwing up a Wish, maybe prevents Mega Venusaur from throwing up a Leech Seed, prevents Rocks from Registeel, recover from Porygon 2, etc. Next up we got the specially defensive Celesteela. It is max special defense and nearly max HP. I don't normally do that, but certain circumstances call for it this week, like Gengar, Goodra, Sylveon, Mega Venusaur, and Battle Bond Greninja as well. So we got the leftovers with Protect, Leech Seed for longevity. It's very annoying for opponents to deal with. And Air Slash and Flash Cannon Flash Cannon hits the Sylveon a little bit harder, and then Air Slash hits everything else pretty well. I would say Flash Cannon hits Terrakion harder as well. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice. It can, like I said, check all those special attacking mons. Potentially Landorus as well, unless it's like a Smackdown or a Gravity variant. And can leech up for extra recovery on just about everything except Mega Venusaur and like a Sap Sipper Goodra. So next we got the Dragonance Charizard with Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, and Roost. Speed Creep and a Landorus. Debating on whether to say this now or later. Okay, so I have 184 speed EVs, which puts me at 310 speed. Sometime during the battle, perhaps swapping my team around, switching it over to through pace bins and whatnot, I lost my speed EVs, so I'm actually rocking with I do have a Jolly Nature still, but I'm rocking with whatever 259 speed or whatever it says. So I'm actually a slow Charizard, and it might catch me off guard in the match. I have max attack and the rest in HP. This is a set specifically designed to where if I can weaken landers, I can Dragon Dance and sweep, especially if rocks and spikes are up. My opponent's fire resist are Victini, Greninja, and Goodra, none of which take a Dragon Claw, or especially a +1 Dragon Claw. And then his Dragon resist are Sylveon and Registeel, which do not appreciate a +1 Flare Blitz. So Dragon Dance, Roost, Dual Stab, Zardex is just phenomenal. This matchup, just absolutely phenomenal. So next up we got the Clefable, which is a special defense set. This is like Celesteela can check Greninja to an extent, but Clef is my designated switching to the Greninja. So like it's really a problem. So I need extra precautions around it. This thing takes around half from uninvested Sludge Waves from Mega Venusaur, lives a Sludge Wave from a max special attacks Gengar as well, and checks Vikavolt or Vikavolt, Porygon 2, and Goodra pretty effectively. And I have the Thunder Wave to slow things down. You might want to switch in Registeel or Mega Venusaur or Gengar or something in on my Clefable, get the Thunder Wave on, and I'll be in pretty good position. This thing can Wish Pass to the rest of my team. Celesteela, Zard, Crook, and Suicune all appreciate a Wish being passed into them. Can come in, for example, let's see here, I'm trying to think of an example. I can come in on Greninja, throw up a Wish as he switches out to his Mega Venusaur, then switch into my Zard and catch the Wish. If that makes sense. So next we got the Crocodile. It's a bulky set this week, a little bit different. Intimidate, Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Pursuit with leftovers. Nearly max attack, 160 speed EVs. This allows me to speed creep like okay, so I was rudely interrupted. We have the Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Pursuit. Pursuit is there for the Gengar and the Victini specifically. This thing switches in on Terrakion, Stone Edge, not so much Close Combat. Knockoff's there for the P2, the Goodra, the Sylveon, anything that could have leftovers, get rid of those leftovers, and most importantly for the Goodra's Eviler. Not exactly sure what I'm speed creeping here. It's just kind of a weird speed. I know it speed creeps base 100s with no speed investment. Perhaps maybe a Gengar with no speed investment. I'm not sure what this is. But yeah. Last but not least, we're going to have the Suicune, which is a mixed defense set here with Protect, Scald, Calm Mind, and Substitute. This thing can be a potential win condition after Mega Venusaur is gone and Goodra is weakened. And it's just generally annoying for his team. It takes Greninja hits, takes Lando hits. No one mon can knock this thing out, so maybe like a max special attack Mega Venusaur or something. But yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's see here if there's anything else I can say about Suicune here. You can pressure stall with Sub and Calm Mind, can pressure Mega Venusaur out of Giga Drains or Leech Seeds or Sylveon's. I'm not really sure. I can use Registeel as setup fodder, and Porygon 2 could potentially be setup fodder unless it has Thunderbolt. That's pretty solid, I think. I guess we can hop into the battle now, so we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in the battle, and my opponent chooses to bring the Vakavolt, Landers Therian, which could be a potential Z-move user, his only one obviously, Mega Venusaur, Gengar, Battle Ball and Greninja, and the Porygon 2. No Goodra, no Victini, no Sylveon. That's all good news. The bad news is this team's still fucking scary as hell. And let's see here. Feel adequately prepared for the Vakavolt, the Greninja, and the Gengar. And also feel adequately prepared for... I feel completely prepared for this team. So, let's just hop into the battle. I'm going to lead with my Greninja because it outpaces everything on his team besides his own Greninja. And I can throw up spikes, which is important to wear down the Mega Venusaur, Porygon 2, etc. So, that, I'm just going to throw off a spike here, get up one spike as he switches out into the P2, and I can switch out into my Crocodile pretty comfortably. I think goes for Tri-Attack, doesn't get any status, which is good. Here and click Knockoff or Stealth Rock, and I'm going to click Stealth Rock knowing he's probably going to switch out to Landers, and he does. I'm going to hard switch out into my Greninja, predicting his own rocks, but he actually goes for the Smackdown, predicting my Celesteela, and here I can just click the Ice Beam, no reason not to. And the Porygon eats up, so not very good here. I'm going to switch out into Clef, though, and throw off the Thunder Wave, predicting the Mega Venusaur or the Gengar, and he does bring in the Gengar, which is good for us. Get the T-Wave on that thing, and switch out into Crook, knowing I can take an Energy Ball. Couldn't take a Focus Blast, but could take an Energy Ball, and can pursue here, and get rid of the Gengar as he tries to switch out. And, here he brings in Greninja, and I can't let him kill me here because he will get his Battle Bond, and that's what I want to prevent from happening. So it looks to be specs there with that damage. And I can just throw off a Wish here. And see what this Mega Venusaur wants to do. I'm assuming he's going to throw off a Leech Seed. And he does. And I get my Wish back here. And I'm going to predict him to predict me to stay in here because I can live this. And I was predicting him to go for the Leech Seed again, but he actually goes for the Sludge Bomb, but I can take it, so no problem. I'm going to try to condition him to Sludge Bomb here for a minute, as I can always take around half or less than half, sometimes over half. It just depends on rolls. And I'm going to eventually switch out to my Celesteela here. And he actually gets the prediction right and goes for the Leech Seed. So good play by him, no doubt. He switches into his Porygon 2, revealing that this thing probably has Thunderbolt, as I'm going to switch into my Zard and then switch right back into my Clefable, predicting the Thunder Wave. Toxic wouldn't have been the better play in my opinion. I think Thunder Wave would have been the play there, the better status to slow Zard down, as I could have set up on him, even with the Poison, roost it off, Heal Bell later, catch a Wish or something. I could have set up there and potentially even ran through his team. Here he goes for the Thunderbolt. He gets the pair, but I got my Leech Seed out. He gets the pair, though. I'm going to switch out into my Crocodile here, predicting another Thunderbolt or Recover, and get a little HP back from the Leech Seed. Throw off a Knockoff here, see what kind of damage it does to the Landers. Not that much, revealing he is a Z-Landers. I'm going to switch out to my Coon here, because I can knock him out with Scald from that range. Here he goes into the Vakavolt, though, which is actually pretty scary. And I'm going to click Calm Mind as he clicks Agility, which is, again, pretty scary. And he reveals to be Life Orb, so it's actually problematic. I do put him in range where he will die to Life Orb after 2 attacks. That being said, what I can do here is switch out to my Crocodile on the Electric type move, and then double into my Clefable on the Bug type move, and then back into my Crook on the okay. So, again, I've been rudely interrupted, but we are back. So, the plan is to let this thing die to life or recoil without picking up a kill. So here I can click protect, or I can just switch back out to my crook, which is the better play. As if I click protect, then he would know that I know he's clicking Thunderbolt, and may switch his move up, and it would at least weaken me. Although I could have thrown off a wish if he did try to go for the Bug Buzz. It was 50-50s, but switch out to my crook here on the Thunderbolt, back into my clef on the Bug Buzz. But the bad part is the Greninja now has open room to beat down on me, which is actually problematic. Yeah, very problematic. But I'm going to be able to go into Suicune here, as he does 19% with the Surf. And he switches out to the Mega Machine. Took 7%. I mean, I'm uninvested, but 7%, that's literally zero. Yeah, he's able to leech my Selly. I can throw off an Air Slash here, or my own leech. And Air Slash was my better play, since, you know, if he didn't switch out, I would have been in a tough position there. I thought he was going to go for the Thunderbolt, so I should switch hard out into Crook. And then hard back out into Greninja as he goes for the Tri-Attack again. I was expecting the Landers, but he makes a good play there. Here I'm going to prevent him from roosting or throwing off a Toxic. And I'm hard switching to my Zard here. And this actually should have been game. I should have clicked Dragon Dance here and let that be game. I know my opponent only has Toxic, Recover, Tri-Attack, and Thunderbolt. And I know Tri-Attack does negative damage. But I was very weary of the fact that Tri-Attack could freeze me or paralyze me. Can't burn me, obviously. Could freeze me or paralyze me. And I didn't want that to happen. So what I was thinking, is my thought process here was, I can click Flare Blitz twice, and then he could bring Mega Venusaur in, and it drops to a Flare Blitz. He could bring Greninja in, and it's going to drop to the Dragon Claw without being able to knock me out with one hit. Or he could bring in his Landers after I knock out the Porygon 2, and I could switch out, sack something, bring my Zard back in, and without being at -1, Flare Blitz has a really, really good chance, like it's almost guaranteed to knock out the Landers thing without being intimidated. So my thought process was knock this thing out. Whatever wants to come in outside of Landers gets knocked out as well. Or if Landers comes in, I can switch out and then bring my Zard back in and then kill the Landers. Little did I know, I had no speed investment. So my play was 100% to click Dragon Dance here. I would then become faster than after, unless he is max speed Greninja, which he really has no reason to be. I would also outpace the Greninja after Dragon Dance as well, even with no speed investment. However, I click Flare Blitz here, and as you're going to see here, Tri-Attack actually doesn't get any kind of para or freeze or anything, so I could have Dragon Danced up there and just won the game. However, I did not. I switch out to the Crocodile here, get the Intimidate, go back into my Zard thinking I was faster, but I have no speed investment, so I just dropped there. And here I still have a chance to win if I don't get parried. But I do get parried, of course. And I have to switch out and sack something off again. Suicune can't, or Landers can't knock me out here. I know he's going to go for the Z move, switch back out into my Celesteela, and now I can click Lead Seat again and put Suicune in a position to potentially pull an ass win, but going to get that nice and pair there again, and that's going to be it's going to be a Landers sweep, I think. Wait, no, like I said, Landers can't knock my Suicune out, but it will put me in range of Greninja. And we're going to lose what was looking like a 4-0 at minimum is now looking like a 2-0 loss, and the Grass Knot is going to be able to pick up the knockout. So we're definitely going to lose that one. Let's see, how can I explain this? Preparation was phenomenal. I can't blame my prep. I can't blame my play. I guess I can blame my awareness. Blame my awareness for my lack of awareness, I should say, for my EVs and my Zard. And that's really the only thing that cost me this match, in my opinion. It was a good battle, good game to Corey. Greninja's awesome. The Vikavolt set was heat. And yeah, that's going to be it for week 1. We're going to take an L, but we will bounce back. We always bounce back. We'll always bounce back. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Let me know what you think I could have did differently to pull out a win here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.